Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge interior wall sconce called the Wren Single Light 26601. Awesome fixture. Let's get into details on this. This is going to be 6.7 inches overall height, and that's going to be from the bottom of the fixture to the top of the fixture. 5.1 inches wide, 7.1 inch projection from the wall out. The back plate is going to be 5.5 inches square, and the mounting height is going to be 4.2 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your electrical outlet box. And I want to show you more details on that. How we're going to do that is we're going to look at the install sheets, and those are going to be the papers that are going to be in the box when you get this. How we look at that now is if you're on the page for this on HandmadeInVermont.com, we look over on the right hand side of the screen, you're going to see some links, and one of those is going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So click on that for me, open it up, and we're going to look at that together. You're going to see a lot of information there. You're going to see a full parts list. You're going to see how everything kind of comes together. It's going to show you this cool little tool that's going to come with it, and this is how you put the glass on one of them anyway. When we'll get into the details in a second. But anyway, it's also going to show you how the back plate's going to go on your 4-inch junction box. So take advantage of all those sheets. They're going to be on all of the pages for Hubbardton Forge fixtures on our site, and they'll always show you a lot of great information. Most of the time they'll have good detailed drawings too. Okay? Moving on from there, this is going to be reversible. You can point this down, which is going to give you really good task lighting. That's the lighting coming down from the LEDs above me. You can also point this up. So if you have it pointed up, it's going to push light up. It's going to wash the wall to begin with. It's going to point light and push light onto the white ceiling you would most likely have, which is going to bounce off that white ceiling and bathe the room. We call that ambient light. Light that's coming down is task lighting. A lot of people are going to use this in bathrooms. Maybe if it's a small powder room, they can put it over the mirror because that's going to be more than enough light for a small bathroom. If you guys want to put this in a primary bathroom or a guest room, you can actually have them flanking the mirrors, either pointing up or pointing down. It doesn't really matter. Both really beautiful. Okay, so let's get into glass on that. And glass is going to give you two choices, and I have them right here. So we have, and this is all handmade glass, and I'll get into that in just a second too. So you're going to have two setups. You're going to have setup A, which is going to be the clear glass with the opal glass diffuser. Okay, that's going to be one. And remember, this can point down too. So there you go. Okay, second one is going to be just an opaque piece of white glass. And if you have that going on, it is going to have a bulb shield. And do I have a bulb shield running around here? Maybe I do. Oh, yeah, there's one. So if you have this going on, you're not going to have the little piece here. This is not going to be in it because it doesn't need to be in it. But what it will come with is this handy little piece here. This is called a bulb shield. And what this does is it screws down over the, here we go. Over the socket. The socket's threaded, and it's really just going to protect the bulb. It's going to show up with a halogen bulb, but we'll get into that in a second too. It just protects it from dust and those kind of things, but it also holds the glass onto the fixture because it has a built-in retaining ring. That's the threaded metal part on the bottom here, and that's what that's going to do. Okay, so I want to get into what the glass is made out of, because a lot of people think, oh, it's just white glass. Like, this is not just white glass. This is a lot more than that. So these are all hand blown to begin with, and you'll notice that when you take a good look at it and you look at the edges where they've been cut, right, you'll see layers of glass in here. So how these are done, Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is first they hand blow a piece of clear glass, and then they come back in and they actually blow another layer of white glass on the inside. Then they come back and they sandblast the entire thing, and what that gives you is this translucent, beautiful, kind of not glossy. It's a translucent, milky look. So that's the idea of the opal in this whole story. So it isn't just a blinding white. It's this really beautiful, soft white. And it's translucent, so light can get through it, but it's opaque at the same time, so you can't see through it and see any of this stuff going on. Okay, same deal for the this guy right here too. So you can see how that's sandblasted as well, so you're not going to be able to see the bulb. Okay, so that is your glass story on this. Let's get into sockets for a second. So it's going to ship with a 60-watt halogen, which is fine. It's dimmable. It throws a ton of light. However, you don't have to do that. If you want to, you can use a variety of LEDs. And a couple things on that is they make LEDs out in the world that fit this G9 socket beautifully right now. So these are some samples you can see. If you go on like Amazon or some other website and you just put in G9 LED, you'll start seeing all kinds of pictures of these little guys, and they throw a ton of light. They are in different sizes too, because LEDs are kind of based, their power is based on their size at the end of the day. So this is a 60 watt equivalent. This is a 75 watt equivalent. And you can use all of these, so it doesn't really matter. There's no, they barely draw any wattage. These are probably 5 to 7 watts, I bet, and they don't get hot. So there's no limit to them. It's really, the limit is how big can I get into this, and most of these are going to be so small they're going to work beautifully. And one little caveat to that. So if you'll notice, this guy, if you order this, opaque glass is going to come with this. And again, I told you this holds the glass onto the fixture. I'm not sure exactly if this big guy is going to fit in here. It probably will, and it'll still allow you to get that on. If that is not the case, this just pops right off. See how that just came off like that? So if you still want to use one of these big LEDs or even a bigger LED, you can always just pop the retaining ring off, put the glass on, and this will just protrude. You won't have to use this because this thing is really just for halogen bulbs at the end of the day, okay? So, little tidbit there, huh? Okay, moving on. Let's talk about how to put the glass on. Remember I told you this comes with this retaining tool, and this retaining tool is going to accept a retaining ring, which is going to come with these fixtures as well. There's a flat side, there's a side with a ridge on it, there's two little indentations in this retaining ring. You'll notice when you look at the flared end of the tool, there's two little notches, so you're going to notice this will pop in there beautifully, and it'll set right inside like that. And how you end up putting the glass on is, you'll notice your hand's too big to get into this fixture, so it's going to have to use this tool as a proxy, and you're going to put in the glass that way. So you're going to kind of put it in like this. Remember, tool, retaining ring, goes down over the socket. You're going to turn it slightly to the right, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, until it is snug, but not too tight, because remember, this is glass. And then when you're done, you'll pull it out, and it'll be on the fixture, okay? If you're getting this piece, most likely you're not going to even need to use this because you can get your hand in this easily to put it on, so there's no big deal there either. Okay, so I think after that we need to talk about metal finishes because we really, got a lot done there. If you're on our site, HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the left-hand side of your screen. There's a bunch of red tabs, and one of them is going to be a finishes help guide. When you're done with this video, I want you to go over there, open that up for me. You're going to see another video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about Hubbardton forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart right under the video, so scroll down, use that chart with the video, watch the video. When you're done, come back down to that, and you can click on any of the pictures on that chart and see a whole bunch of samples of Hubbardton forged fixtures in whatever finish you just clicked on. Really take advantage of that because it's kind of like taking the showroom and bringing it into your house. It's a great opportunity for you, okay? So we have this on display, where do we have this? Oh, on the first floor of our showroom. We have over 350 Hubbardton forged fixtures spread across 2 floors. You can see what we have here because we have a what's on display page on our website. Isn't that awesome? Back in the red tabs over there. So check that out. It'll show you what's here. We also have a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's a returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples, and it's an amazing deal for you guys. If you are going to visit us, do me a favor. Measure all the stuff you can think of. So measure all the distances between junction boxes and ceilings and walls and floors. Measure your counters and your tables and all those good things, so when you guys come you can take advantage of the clearance stuff because it's a really great deal for you. The other thing is, if you have an iPad, take pictures of everything and bring that with you so we can kind of see all the things you're doing, so we can help you with your choices. And bring a good size SUV because the boxes are generally packed for shipping for the clearance stuff, and they tend to be on the bigger side, okay? When you buy your Hubbardton forged fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if you ship out of the state of Vermont. Some really big items, and those are going to tell you on the page for it, as well as custom things are going to be non-returnable. It's keep your eyes out for that because we're talking big things on pallets for the most part. We also offer a rush program. So rush takes you from Hubbardton Forge's normal 3 to 4 weeks in production. We can cut that down to about 2 weeks, and it's very inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can tell you more. Okay? So our showroom is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6, and I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call me at 802-446-2400. You can email us all the time at sales@handmadeinvermont.com, and we'd love to talk to you. Okay? Thanks for stopping in today. We'll talk to you guys again soon, and have a great day. Bye-bye.